Hello everyone and welcome back to another daily current affairs session by SSB Crack Exams. I am Chetan Apurav and I'll be taking you to today's session for 12th of May. So let's start. And about SSB Crack Exam, so we provide all the courses related to defense, major defense examinations like AFCAT, NDA and CDS. For more details regarding the courses that we offer, you can visit our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel SSB Crack Exams for daily current affair videos and other defense related videos. You can also follow us on Instagram and don't forget to download our Android app from Google Play Store, that is SSB Crack Exams, right? So we shall start with the question of the day from the yesterday's session. So I asked you guys about the basic factual details about INS Kesari, which is being used in the Mission Sagar. In the previous session, we discussed about that. So the basic factual details are: see, INS Kesari is a Shardul class tank landing ship of the Indian Navy. Okay, and in 2009 it was transferred from Eastern Naval Command in Visakhapatnam to Port Blair. Okay, in 2014 the ship under the command of Commander Mahesh Manikpuri was involved in the hunt of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370, which went missing. So in that search operation, it also took part in that search operation, which was conducted in Indian Ocean region. Okay, now we shall start with the news for the day. So Prime Minister interacts with chief ministers of all the states and union territories in regard with the COVID-19 pandemic all across the country. So it was the fifth meeting since 20th of March with the chief ministers, and there are many things which were said by the Prime Minister. So he said that the effort now should be to stop the spread of the COVID-19 in rural areas as well, because they are the group of people who will be most vulnerable, and it will be very hard for them, to come back or bounce back from the losses due to this pandemic, if at all it happens, right? India must leverage the opportunities that arise in the post-COVID era, that is after the COVID-19 pandemic ends, right? We must all plan for the new world reality. He also said that there are basically twofold challenges that need to be covered, that need to be taken into consideration. The first one is to reduce the transmission rate of the disease, or basically in easier words, you can say that to reduce the spread of the virus, to increase public activity gradually, not all of a sudden, but gradually, while adhering to all the guidelines or the social distancing norms that are being followed and that must be followed or that are issued by the health ministry, right? Apart from that, he also said that he basically requested everyone to share a blueprint of the strategy to to make a blueprint on how to deal with various nuances during and after the gradual easing of lockdown. This was requested by Prime Minister to all the chief ministers to share this blueprint on how they will react after, or to decrease the effect or impact of this lockdown during this coronavirus pandemic, and he requested all of them to share it by 15th of May as well, right? He said the new way of life would be on the principle of Jan se lekar Jag Tak, from an individual to the whole of humanity, which translates in English as from an individual to whole of humanity, right? Now moving ahead, another good news is coming from Bengaluru, that they have developed BiPAP non-invasive ventilator, which has been named as SwasthVayu, in just 36 days, a record time for COVID-19. So a laboratory which is National Aerospace Laboratories, which comes under CSIR Bangalore, has developed a non-invasive bipolar AP ventilator in a record time of 36 days to treat COVID-19 patients. Right now, what is this BiPAP ventilator? So it is a non-invasive ventilator, and it is a microcontroller based precise closed loop adaptive control system with a built-in biocompatibility, right? It has been 3D printed, and it has a 3D printed manifold as well, which is having a HEPA filter. Now, what is this HEPA filter? So HEPA filter is highly efficient particulate air filter, right? Now, these are the unique features that will help to alleviate the fear of virus spread, obviously. Apart from that, it has many features. For example, it has features like spontaneous CPAP timed auto BiPAP modes with provision to connect oxygen concentrator or any enrichment unit, which can be any other gas that the body requires externally, right? It could be connected to the ventilator externally easily. The system has been also certified for safety and performance by NABL accredited agencies already, which assures the authenticity of this particular ventilator. The system has undergone stringent biomedical tests already, and also the beta clinical trials at NAL healthcare centers, right? It is very simple to use without any specialized nursing, so you don't have to be a specific or a degree holder for, or any qualified person, medically qualified person to use it. Anyone can use it. It is cost effective, compact and easy to carry, and configured with majority of the indigenous components, and basically it is all indigenously made. This is also ideal for treating COVID-19 patients for obvious reasons in wards. Apart from that, it can also be used for makeshift hospitals, which are basically the temporary hospitals or quarantine facilities or wards or COVID-19 treatment centers, which has been created by government in various areas. The makeshift hospitals, dispensaries, and also at home in current Indian COVID-19 scenario, right? So remember the name. CSIR's National Aerospace Laboratories has developed the ventilator whose name is SwasthVayu, right? Now moving ahead, guys, NDMA has issued guidelines for restart of industrial units, right? So see, this step has been taken after the Visakhapatnam gas leak incident in the LG polymers, where styrene gas was leaked and many were found dead and many were injured as well after that incident. So what is happening is that NDMA realized that many industries are there which are not following the standard operating procedures, and there are certain rules under various acts which has to be followed by each and every industries. So there are some rules under manufacture, storage and import of hazardous chemical rules, which was made in 1989, which comes under Environment Protection Act in 1986. Okay, so there are certain rules. For example, this is just an example that I gave you, that there are certain rules in this particular act, and which comes under Environment Protection Act, which has to be followed and which must be followed by every industries. So what is happening is that since there are 40 and 50 days of lockdown all across the country, so many of the industries are closed, and when they are reopening, then there are certain sequence of procedures or standard operating procedures that have to be followed. So there are certain guidelines that has been issued regarding that by the NDMA. So what is this NDMA? This is nothing but National Disaster Management Authority. So the guidelines are that first week after the reopening must be a trial or test run period before actually reopening the industry, right? The second one, sensitize and make aware the employees that are working there, the workers, the laborers. They must be made aware about everything related to the technicalities of that particular industries. They must approach local district administrations for any specific assistance as soon as possible, right? And storage of raw materials and manufacturing processes which are related to the industries, that also must follow certain guidelines which has been issued for them, right? So there are many guidelines. I was just giving you a brief overview of all those guidelines, and this was in a week of after the Vizag gas leak incident which occurred in LG polymers, right? Okay, now moving on, guys, another news is coming from the sports sector of India. So Sania Mirza, a tennis player, she has won the Federation Cup 2020 Heart Awards. And what is this Federation Cup 2020 Heart Award? So first of all, let us know about that. So the Heart Award, which is International Tennis Federation's annual MVP Most Valuable Player Award related to Federation Cup or Fed Cup in short, It aims to recognize players who have represented their country with distinction, shown exceptional courage on court, and demonstrated outstanding commitment to the team, right? The award was inaugurated and it started in the year 2019. And apart from that, the good news is that Sania Mirza also became the first Indian to win this award. Okay, so this is a very brilliant feat in her career. Now let's move ahead and we shall end our articles by having a look at the current scenario of COVID-19 in India. So as of 12th of May 2020, 8 a.m., the total active cases has reached 46,000 mark. The total number of cured has also increased and it has reached 22,454 mark. Apart from that, the number of deaths has also increased, unfortunately, to 2293 deaths all across the country. Okay guys, it's now quiz time. The first question of the day is name of the ventilator which was developed by NAL, which is situated in Bangalore, which works under CSIR. So the correct name, your options are SwasthVayu, Ruhdar, Dhruv, or none of the above. C. SwasthVayu is actually the correct answer. Ruhdar is the ventilator which was developed by IIT Bombay, so don't get confused. Dhruv is a sanitization machine which was developed by DRDO, so this is also not correct. So correct answer is SwasthVayu, right? Now the next question is when did the Environment Protection Act came into existence? The correct options are 1985, 86, 89 and 1996. See, in 1989 that manufacture storage rule came, but Environment Protection Act, it came in the year 1986, so don't get confused over there also. Now the next question is which Indian sport player won the Federation Cup Heart Award for 2020, and the correct answer for this is Sania Mirza, right? She became the first Indian to win it, so the correct answer is option C. Okay guys, now we shall end our session with the question of the day. Now you have to learn about what is Environment Protection Act and write your answer in the comment section. The answer to this will be told to you in the next session. So till then, be safe, take care and Jai Hind.